Всем привет! Мы начинаем играть в игру Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Приятного просмотра. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. Мы погнали! Я, получается, вчера на днях посмотрел, как игра играется, подобрал хорошие настройки, чуть-чуть там поиграл. Вот. Сейчас мы начнем, грубо говоря, заново. Посмотрим, как игра играется и так далее. Ник, привет. Спасибо тебе. Берегись! О! Погромче игру сделай. Сейчас заставка пройдет, я сделаю.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements, move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Prepare to shoot! Position!
О, требуше.
Take cover!
Ой, как красиво. Ой.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Ну чё, погнали? Да иду, я иду сюда, иду. -1. Опа, -2. Давай еще третьего сейчас. Так вот. Опа! Есть. Куда собаки побежали? Опа, есть. О. Опа. Вот сучка. Привет. Опа.
You're not up to it.
Да чё, он бессмертный, что ли, блин?
Get ready! They're coming inside! Bunway, move downstairs. We can handle it here.
И вы туда же. Юра, привет, привет, привет.
What the fuck are you waiting for? Godwin, get over here with that crossbow joint. Take cover!
О, барбекю будет сегодня.
Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! Fuckers! Listen, Godwin, draw your sword and follow me! Die!
Так, 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 так. Так, лестница, лестница, лестница. Где же ты, чудесница? Опа. Ты чё? На. Давай. Ах ты ж... Сука. А! Да где ты? Давай, скидываем. Первую часть я тоже играл. Да, она была по-своему там необычная, так скажем.
I don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, vat.
Сука, по-русски.
Jesus.
То есть все было не переведено, а вот суку перевели.
The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Я, говорит, рассчитывал с девками покувыркаться, да? А тут... Нежданчик, стрела прилетела. Вот теперь думаю, что там произошло?
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, you vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Oh, Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors
Удача
the brave.
любит смелых, ну.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm
Да,
personally
игра очень
responsible for your
красивая.
safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
My word.
Впечатляет до усрачки.
Is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh?
Потискаем местных девок.
Why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
А нас тут, грубо говоря, 6 человек и собака.
Eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
О, братва.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colors. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas.
Search Play, привет, привет.
Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Да, конечно, я играл в Kingdom Come Deliverance первое.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Да понятно, если баги искать, то везде можно найти в любой игре. Они будут.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Так.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Запугивание, красноречие, обаяние, могущество. Ну и типа, в зависимости от того. А, ну еще есть деньги подкуп. Ну как, в принципе, в первой части.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in...
Корча, у вас есть что за дыра? Нормально вообще.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Прощай.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Ну типа, разбойники, да и ладно.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Барбос.
Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours!
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That far.
Так, что у нас там?
Pain in the ass.
Оу. Накормить его. Чем его можно накормить? О, там какая вкуснятина.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Ratai?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
Короче, неинтересно, что он там заботится о лошадях и так далее. Чем мне собаку накормить? Рыбкой, что там еще? Рыбка, рыбка, рыбка. Так. Найти для Барбоса какой-нибудь еды. Может, у повара попросить?
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Как насчет поменяться на эту колбасу? Давай попробуем.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But
Fucking
neither
good.
you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can
Ужбана.
get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Жбан кольцо. Ты кто? Жбан. Ты жбан?
on, Conrad.
What?
Жбан. Давай. Ага.
Dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing
Попробуем
with you.
сейчас поиграть. Бля, и сохраниться нельзя.
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
О,
Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No. Watch that tankard. You play dice with him.
понятно. Когда можно будет сохраниться, кстати? Здесь, чтобы сохраниться, нужно еще говна какого-то выпить. Я вспомнил.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right? Come.
Еба. Угу. Короче, 1-1 это 1000. 3 шестерки это круто. Каждая дополнительная кость после удваивает значение. Я понял. 400, 800, 1600. Самое круто, короче. Так, вот это мне пригодится. Я сейчас, пожалуй, сфоткаю до себя, чтобы потом не искать эти комбинации. М. Ну, понятно, в принципе.
On then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Ибо... Чё меняем, в смысле? 1, 2, 1500. Ну, то есть на... Один, два, либо попробовать...
Is your mind in it at all?
Да понял тебя, понял. Так, еще раз, кости. Ага, так, нет. Нет. Не надо нам откладывать. Ну, значит, можно четверки отложить, в принципе, вот эти. Дальше мы перекидываем. Так, что там у нас еще по помощи? Ага. Ну, дальше что? Отложить кости. Что дальше, ёб твою мать? А, типа нужно 3, что ли, блин?
What's taking you so long?
Ну,
There's nothing to
думаю.
it.
Ну и чё? Я хочу вот эти 2 кости, чё? Записать и продолжить. Ну, Кто такая, ёб твою ж мать? Давай попробуем вот так. Мне, значит, 5 только не будет достаточно. Слишком хорошо. Привет, 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 привет. Так. Сюда, вот сюда, вот сюда.
Well,
Чё,
are
мне
we still
получается
playing?
сдаться, что ли? Раз, два, три, четыре, 5. Осторожно, как... Бля, ну и как? Давай еще почитаем. Текущий выбор. Да то, что перевод есть, это замечательно. Пока его там не долатают, смысла его ставить я не вижу. Так, привести становится игры первым, набравшись нужное количество. Однако, если своим броском ты не смог... Точка. Угу. Ну, я хочу отложить их.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know?
Да, я понял, что ты хочешь там поиграть.
You know you can throw again, right?
Угу.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Так. Ну, давай вот это отложим. Так, 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 так. Записать. Угу. Давай. Хоть что-то, блядь. Шестерка, блядь.
Aye, that'll do.
Соул, привет. Стивен, привет.
Here. Damn it!
Так, 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 так. Тройку. Угу.
No, that's as far as I go.
Что у нас тут есть? О, так, двойки нету. Раз. Бля. Двойки ни туды, ни сюды, бля. Так. Нет, не дает. Записать и...
Is your mind in it at all?
Так. Ну, понятно, что. Давай вот так сделаем. Так, вот так. Вот так, вот так, вот так. Три, четыре, пять, шесть. Блять, ну давай вот так тогда. Убираем вот эти, оставляем четверки тогда. Так, подожди.
What's taking you so long? There's nothing to it.
Записать и переходить. Нет, единичка мне нужна. Пас, не, пасу не хочу. Записать и переходить. Две только кости можно, короче, перебросить. Вот так, 150. Угу. Записать и переходить.
Courage.
900.
Aye, that'll do.
Сука.
My God, I'm done.
Что там у нас? 6, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. И тройки нету. 1, 2. Давай, если вот так. Чинь. Нет, только единичку если перекидывать. Записать и продолжить. Угу. Единичка. Что у нас там по единичкам? Есть что-нибудь? Чпонь, чпонь, чпонь. И еще единичка. Ну я теперь понял, блядь. Меня уже не наебет. Так, давай загрузим игру. Нет, я еще не обновлял. Кстати, точно надо будет обновить. Да, она вроде нормально идет.
Henry, whistle at that mutt of yours to stop
Come here.
barking.
What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Так, у тебя нет какой-нибудь?
Listen, would you have...
That's I've got. Look,
Wouldn't you swap it for...
tank it as if you can get.
Well,
Come on, Conrad.
Давай.
I see you...
Sure.
I heard you...
Fortune. To
Понятно.
Today's
Понятно.
my lucky day. I can feel it in
Давай.
my bones.
Так, так. Так. Записать и продолжить. Давай запишем и продолжим. Двоечки, да? Двоечки, двоечки, двоечки. Двоечки. Так. Яс Мьюзик, привет, привет.
Aye, that'll do.
Угу, угу. Ах ты ж сучка драная, блядь.
Damn it!
Так, смотрим, что у нас тут. О! Да, сало! На! Ача, бля!
Here. Oh, come on.
Так, что мы тут смотрим? Что мы тут можем взять? О! Вот так, вот так, вот так, вот так. Нет, не хочет. Пятерочки можно взять по-любому. Ну и все. Чпоньк!
God damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
О, где ты там? Твое кольцо у меня.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage?
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Так, где там Барбос? Ты что там?
One little game, and then you go and take my last groschen.
Here you go. Take it.
Why don't we carry on to the...
О, какая колбаска хорошая.
They must have a tavern there. A fellow...
Так, ну пойдем узнаем, что там.
Henry,
Что, уже сожрал, что ли?
Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanosh had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Ну что, пошли? О-о-о. Эпическая сила, ё-моё, меню игрока, доспехи, костюмы. Давай, что там?
So, should we start?
Do you think we're gonna fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Ну я же взял тренировочный меч, что тебе еще нужно?
Can we start with the swordplay?
Where's your helmet? Surely you don't want me to poke your eye.
А, понял. Шлем. Угу.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Как я уже...
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take... Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work off a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough.
А!
A foe in
Ах ты
play
ж
time will
сучка.
have to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Ну, типа...
enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Давай, что ты?
Nice. That's the way. Good. For Christ's sake. Good. Good.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh?
Так, вы можете выполнить идеальный блок, нажав во время атаки противника, когда в центре... Ага, понял.
Pretty good. That's it.
Давай.
Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to
Так,
it.
сначала
I'll just follow up a perfect block
атаку.
immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Я понял. Давай.
Strike back after the block.
На.
Sweet.
Давай. На.
Henry.
Есть.
Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Nice. Not like that. Well,
Ох ты, ох ты.
that's not what you meant to do,
На.
is it? Don't hack at my sword. Strike somewhere else.
На нах.
No, no. That way I can block you easily. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and
Иллюстраций
Let's
довольно.
have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Your first hit.
Так, давай.
All square again. Well done.
Ой-ой-ой. Ой-ой-ой-ой.
Put up a fight.
Да ёб твою мать.
Don't hold back.
Oh, you haven't got a hope.
On his back.
Хера себе он быстро выдыхается.
Oh, you haven't got a hope.
He's nearly done him.
У меня просто, я просто тупо выдыхаюсь, блин.
Don't hold back.
Давай. Давай, 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 давай.
Put up a fight at least.
Да блин. Я просто тупо блоки ставлю, а это уже все похеру, блин.
Nice block.
Put up a fight at least.
Don't hold back.
And you've had it. I say the victor is clear.
Да
But no
понятно,
winning
уже
from you
понятно.
later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that sword play has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
Да, я уже понял, что...
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Ratai.
Тогда я проиграл совсем позорно.
True. Only I won that time. Your bow, which came in very handy afterwards.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Живучесть.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world
Так, пан засмеялся, всем смеяться. Походу так это и работает.
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Она моя зазноба. У нас с ней... Да там по факту же как бы... Я не помню, что там что-то было. Зазноба, наверное.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ach, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this traveling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Так, я... Выживание. Ученость. Вот что выбрать, да? Вот ты вот сидишь такой, думаешь, так, царь. Или скрытность. Или выживание.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my brays.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Ну, понятно, что хочешь, там выбирай,
Stay
ну...
a day or two, perhaps?
Что тебе больше пригодится?
Does
Ты же
anyone
не
know
можешь знать.
anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Меч, булава, бой на руках. Ну, меч, мне кажется.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? The Radzig ain't dead, though.
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live.
Отдохнуть.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Ветер гуляет, это точно.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king. Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. That really shrivels the old ball sack. What's the matter?
Он еще и пуганул, бля.
Females! Let's go to them.
Sirhan.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Ты по болоту шарахаться, ну.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
И куда мне? Сюда, что ли, кинуть?
What was that sound? All right. What was that? What is this racket here?
Куда чухать, хер пойми. Дебилы вы. Но эти же тоже стираются.
Henry, we told you to...
Писец.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Нихера себе, сколько тут народу.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
Hey!
Блядь!
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now!
Ты когда плавать научился? Только что. Бля. Еще и ранили, ёб твою.
Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Horses, horses, quick!
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Курва!
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah!
Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I know. I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
Ой.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Ну хоть собаку накормил, и то хорошо.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky?
Значок зайца тебя разыскивает. Заяц сверху, блядь.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out
Пан, ты куда с Себастьяна уже? А, вон ты.
and then kill them. No fucking around.
И убейте их.
Watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Careful. Stick behind me.
Blood trail, everything.
all the fucking way across.
Get to work.
Well, the chief will hear you. It's still easy here. Than that skirmish from the other side. Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all your talk doesn't blind you. Now, catch you.
В трусах, босиком, по папоротнику. Такое себе, конечно. И по веткам. У-у-у. Пан, ты там ползешь, а?
played dice against Lefty yesterday. Shouldn't you be keeping watch instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank. Run, quick! Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
Побежали, 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 побежали. What?
No, 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 fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
Бля, они бегут за нами, ёпта, что делать?
What now?
Ян!
Hans, there's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Куда пойти? Направо, налево, куда?
Damn it, they're everywhere. What are we gonna do? How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Так, за тобой. Там тупик.
Oh, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans. Hey, Hans.
Бля, где он?
Where is he?
Сука. Бля.
This looks like a way out. Hans.
Yeah. Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in
Заебись.
front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Бля. Давай быстрее, сука. Меч бери, блядь. Меч, 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 меч. Ой-ё.
Fuck you, horse!
Сука. Зашибись. Ну. Не зря его колбаской кормил. А он меня спас, я его колбаской кормил.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
А как у него ранение затянулось на спине? Скажите мне, пожалуйста.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits.
А, он на том свете, понял я. Вопросов больше
Like
нет.
keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Понятно все.
Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Зато я помер. Зашибись.
If I'm not, then how come you chose a different path than I wanted for you? And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Я вообще красавчик. Того уже раздел. Оделся вообще.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Уже намного плохо. Хуже.
What are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable. Jesus.
Неплохо его штырит.
Do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Но сюжетку они завернули хорошо.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What are you?
Are you
My
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Oh, run. No.
Ну это прошлое.
Into it. Hang in there.
Bugs.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
Это все с первой части.
I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Я вижу свет в конце туннеля.
Hold on. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents.
Это этот, как его, голым. Голым.
We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed.
Бабка на голому похожа вообще, просто писец.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Писец просто.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I hate your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Ему тоже, что ли, досталось?
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing.
С Божьей помощью, ну да.
Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Ну, понятно.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding.
Так.
Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Someone up there looking out for you.
О.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Так. Перевязка. Угу. Перевязались. Теперь надо пожрать что-нибудь.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
По-моему, они еще портятся, если я не ошибаюсь.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Но она, походу, это травница, как я понимаю. Да, я тебе что и говорю, на этого, на... как его... Капюшон грязный, охотничий пояс, это грязный, лук.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Так, что нам там еще нужно? Ополоснуться где-то.
I feel like a new man.
Херась, тут кровище какая.
I've seen fellas in work.
Did what you asked?
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it.
Шелпи, ромашка. Ну, понятно.
Chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals
Фиолетовый.
with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry.
Я думаю, справлюсь.
It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury
Так,
him by
возьми
the creek.
лопату.
The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Так, нам нужно что? Взять лопату. Лопата есть. Она сказала, короче, нужно где-то земля помягче. И где-то нужно найти еще... Так, мне нужно что еще? Пожрать что-нибудь? Так, давай, наверное, яблоко съедим. О, пожрали. Это хорошо. Так, здесь что у нас? Здесь нет ни хера ничего. Календула. О, курица. Иди отсюда. Шалфей и ромашку нужно. Ромашка, ромашка. О, бычок. Бычок, чук-чук-чук-чук, чук-чук-чук, чук-чук-чук. Нету. О! Грибочки. Наверное, где-то здесь закопаем. Сейчас его вот отрабаню. Так, здесь что, сорвать шалфей? Подобрать труп? Ну, давай, пошли подберем. К ручью. Так, где-то... Ага, ну туда где-то.
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Сейчас, подожди, дай кинуть где-нибудь. Там, говорит, земля помягче. Не так тяжело копать. Так, сейчас пожрем что-нибудь. Что у нас тут есть? Угу. Угу. Так. О. Еще что-нибудь пожрать надо. Прожорливый, сука. Сыр еще. О. Так. То есть мы не дошли еще, да?
Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Так, где у нас эта лопата? Поднять тело, ну. О! Ништяк. Иди сюда. О, ништяк. Ну ты скотина ты, а. Землю еще утрамбовать, а. Так, теперь можно идти спокойно за травами. Травы, 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 травы. Так, где-то же в этом направлении, да? А, нет, ни хера, да? Где вы, бля? Собрать шалфей, то есть мне нужно подняться наверх, да? Ну ладно, давай поднимемся. И пошли. И раз, два, три, четыре, пять. У меня, кстати, же ножик есть, кстати. Охотничий тесак. О! Сразу новая игра и все. Нашел тесак. Шалфей, шалфей. Я на верном пути. Еще этого наберем. Крапиву еще бахнем, чтоб руки горели. Щипали. О, это что-то. Еба. Шалфей.
Purple flower.
Purple flower. Шалфей, шалфей. Все, я тут сейчас нарву шалфея. А сколько мне нужно шалфея? А хер его знает. Ромашка. Ромашка, ромашка. О, ромашки 12. Ну все. Здесь можно посидеть, да? О, хорошо. А, типа здесь такой типа раз. И яблоко бахнул такой. О, вообще ништяк. Ну все, пошли еще ромашки бахнем. Неплохо, неплохо. Он тут еще типа скатывается, что ли, блядь? Что-то там собака гавкает. А у меня только в руках только тесак.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Are you fellas?
We're from Lord von Burgos and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord Burgos.
Lord von Burgos is
Убийц, значит, ага.
on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Мы-то не убийцы.
Woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Burgos, then we're from fucking Burgos. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
What got badly beaten up in a brawl in the town there, yes?
time when we're looking for two battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask Kelly off about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better not, huh? There's a fellow from Tuckle lying there. It's nothing. He'd like to be nice, but we've got a pool of bloody mucus that's coming out of you both ends at once.
Oi! Oi! Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Что ты хочешь?
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry.
Так, если мы загрузим... Давай вот так.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Two of them... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von
Ну давай.
A couple, so tell me...
Вы не похожи.
Von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Oliver! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Мы попали в засаду. Вы не там ищете, проваливайте.
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojena. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond. So that's where you should be looking. Not here. There's no one like that here.
Is that so? Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself with that. You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you.
Hey,
This'll be quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick, boy.
Сука. Да ты как мне, блядь. Конечно, у меня, блядь, ни доспехов, ничего, в трусах, блядь. Ну, тесак есть, и чё я с тесаком, блядь, сделаю?
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von... A couple... So tell me...
Так.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. We were the... Please...
Shit, we're not von Bergov's men, and we'll take yours.
Давай так
This'll be
попробуем.
quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
Да с двумя еще, блядь. Вы не охерели просто. Бля. Ну и чё мне тесак против двух в этих, в амуниции? Ладно, давай попробуем.
You, what do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord Von... A couple... So tell...
You're from Lord...
You can talk...
Вы не там ищете, мы попали в засаду. Ну да, обдурите, как? Мы попали в засаду.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
The devil take it. That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah.
Ну да, сразу третьего только получилось.
How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Давай сделаем.
I'll try.
Нет, это... Ну как? Польская игра.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain. I have a book.
I can read.
Давай.
I'll take the book just in case.
Of course.
Вот так называется. Игруля.
Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Угу. Книжка.
First, go to the recipe book.
Книга рецептов. Вы можете ее листать. Ага.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Настой ромашки.
And remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Ну.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Вода. Да бабка там воет.
What did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine.
Oh
Empty
my.
it out and start again.
Ну.
What are you waiting for? Pour it in there.
Ну, вино. Масло. Спирт. Что нам там нужно? Возьми вино. 2 горсти ромашки и горсть шалфея. Понятно. Ох ты.
What are you waiting for?
Так.
Pour it in there.
Ну, я нажимаю. А, 2 раза. Ну все.
So, what did you pour in there?
Don't worry, I poured wine in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Ну. Нажмите, чтобы поставить. А. Ого.
It's boiling.
Слышишь?
Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Так. Че? Закипел.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Так, сумку.
There on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Шалфей. Выбрать.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the
Две.
cauldron.
Раз. Да, я тут алхимиком заделался.
Put it on the flame. Turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Так, поставь, чтобы поставить котелок на огонь. Когда содержимое котелка закипит, переверните. Когда весь песок надо будет. Один оборот.
What are you waiting for? Put it
Погнали.
on the fire.
Когда...
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Так, снял.
All right. Now,
Шалфей.
one handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Так. Ну. Возьмите горсть шалфея. Тупку. Угу. Теперь пестиком расфигачить. А чё ромашку не надо было расхерачить?
Have you got it ground? Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Флакон с полки слева. Флакон с полки слева. Ага. Есть. Чтобы...
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
О! Отвар ромашки. Чё, мне все заново делать, что ли? Да уж.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Свинцом такой, ух,
This should
хорошо.
help hands get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Пойдем поспим. О, ништяк. Хоть так сохранимся.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches.
Ну, понятно, здесь сделали и отравы. Отравы. Отравы, блин. Плюс еще кузнеца нужно прокачивать.
You know what?
I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Ну, опять бабка.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
О, помолодела, что ли? Бабка. Она этот ромашковый, с шалфеем выпила, и все. И курага превратилась...
Ой. Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening.
В абрикос или персик?
Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Выпей отраву. Ой, выпей отвар из трав. Лучше, чем вчера. Ну, лучше, чем вчера, однозначно.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Ишван тот. Отцовский меч, мой отец.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange.
Ну, это, кстати, все было в первой части.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility. Or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lord.
О, вроде очуханился.
Look who's finally up.
О!
Henry, come and join us. Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too.
Два дебила. Я тоже тебя рад видеть.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Ой, подвигах сейчас расскажет.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Наверное, жестокие головорезы.
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls.
Вот этих два красноречивых этих. Такие прям, о, вот так вот их там было 10, нет, их 2 было, но они были вооружены до зубов.
Seat?
Взад? Ну да.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
Ну да.
Quite welcome. The lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn.
О, шнапс. Сохранялку мне, короче, подогнал.
Save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
О, лука можно еще
If you ever find
бахнуть.
yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority.
Ну да.
My skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Да, съесть лук.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Just.
Henry, I know you have accounts to settle with him, but
Ты
that's
решил через ВК посмотреть.
Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
О, она еще и гроши дала. Нормально, мелочуху. Спасибо, бабулька. Голом, бля. Лена, привет. То есть прошло 2 часа игры, и мы только прошли пролог, как я понимаю, да? Ну, вообще красиво сделано, конечно. Все так смотрят на них, как будто два бомжа идут. О? Заходи на огонек.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man with medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Тук-тук-тук.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Да, нормальная, прикольная, кстати, игра. Ну, то есть... намного интереснее, чем первая. Мне она прям больше зашла.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sahanash of Lipa.
А всем похуй. Сука. Говнищем на нахуй.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't.
Сука.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Okay.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in
Измазанных
excrement as
в навозе.
emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws.
Нихера себе.
The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
getting in,
Ah.
like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment.
Нормально вообще. Ну чё?
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Бля.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Тогда давай заработаем.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Так, Гануш все поймет. Какой позор, мы в засаду попали. Ну ты прав, да?
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Ну хоть живы, и то хорошо.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Давай вернемся и похороним их.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Арт, плей, привет, привет.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Oh.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
Fight better that witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Так, молчать, простите, что прерываю. Я тебя уже видел.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Health, lads. That's the most important thing.
Так.
Enjoy your...
Так, где тут корыто? Вон корыто вроде. Ну. Что, не то, что ли?
What about... Least of all, some wizards.
Где мне тут ополоснуться? Насколько бадья позволяет.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
На нас разбойники напали. Мы у пруда.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Да ладно. Ну давай,
You were
честно.
washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl, but it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Сука.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off Like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm
Дедушка,
putting you to work.
привет.
Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Издалека.
Scarlets.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Как вам здесь живется?
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away,
да.
but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Grazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. Our Truska. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a...
Так.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Так, что там у нас? Что? Где... Что за...
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. Old Jan, they used to be...
Понятно.
Will Lord...
How should I...
Where's the wedding?
At Samin, of course.
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for...
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there?
Так.
Where do you want the...
To the pantry. That's the second door inside. But I'd
Вторая
stick to
дверь.
work with your pal if I was
Либо
you.
работа с...
So you don't do yourself a mischief.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern.
Корчме. Ага.
I'll go and discuss it.
And careful with the... And what can I get for you?
Так. Где там?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Ну да.
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list.
Ну да.
That shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Так, ну...
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could...
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Ты понимаешь, как стороны... Давай вот так.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough.
Ах ты ж этот. Все должны работать. Не будь таким капризным, ты просто попродуй.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks?
Сука.
That's against God and nature.
Так.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like you. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Вот так вот, да?
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris? And I simply...
They say clothes maketh the man. And you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural...
What do you know about a nobleman's... It's not long since I had to drag... And if I had... I mean it, Henry.
Suit yourself. Right.
Well... but above all, as soon as we... Although...
How generous...
I know...
Чисто этот, блядь, пиздец. Давай по-другому, чтобы репутацию не портить с этим обалдуем, блядь.
Here it comes.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I know it didn't... The mate is dead.
Сейчас чуть сделаем чуть-чуть по-другому.
I'll come up with some. I will. There's some. I noticed we can work. If I'm seeing.
Сейчас чуть-чуть быстренько так.
It'll be done in a jiff. That's not the point, Henry. People as if.
Ты просто попробуй.
Look, so if Henry, would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Бля, он такой, блядь. Сука. Чисто просто вообще не хочет ни хера делать. Так. Иди сюда. Да. Короче, я сам все сделаю, блядь. Ты понимаешь, как со стороны выглядишь? Ладно.
Work and it would Henry without not oratory laboratory and now so if you.
Так, новое задание римская ага. А я кто?
So, good question. Before I'd have said you were, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. Pure blood. Noble status and that. In short.
Понятно.
But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst,
короче, он это еще тот.
find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head. Although, if you think about the 3.
How generous of you, Lord King.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my name.
Сука, блин.
What? I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Oof, that isn't half heavy.
Так, вторая дверь. Или где тут вторая дверь? Так, первое. Наверное. Бля, где тут вторая-то дверь? Так, а мы где, собственно? Первая дверь. Где вторая дверь, блядь? Откуда вторая дверь? Так, где эта бабуля, блядь? Перетаскать мешки. Может, где-то здесь? Нет, здесь где-то двери нету. Может, вот это вторая дверь? Нет. Так, дневник. Ну и где эта гребаная дверь? Вторая дверь.
Still have work to do.
Ну, больше тут нету никаких входов, там нету. Вторая дверь. Первая дверь. Где-то здесь, может быть. О, хера себе. Вторая дверь, как я должен был? Ну, вот первая дверь. Я думал, вторая дверь где-то в здании, блин. То есть тут, короче, мешки множатся. Сейчас я такой раз. Два ли осталось, да? Два осталось. Та-та-та-та-та-та.
You say? Say it again. It was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked them.
Да вы замучили.
Where else were they supposed to make camps? Somewhere in the rocks, maybe.
Успокойтесь.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving. Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist. I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against
Опять этот задирается дебил, блин.
Berghoff himself has trouble with? Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing. You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Два дебила. Это сила.
Nice hit! Christ!
We're gonna gut you, you whore son!
You leave me no other choice.
Да да ё-моё! О, суки. Хера себе их там, блин. Давай, 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 давай.
Jetzt reicht es! You're dead, bastard! Zeig, was du drauf hast! Yeah! Don't spare him! Filthy vermin!
Давай.
What do you want?
Есть, так. На. Давай еще.
What's the matter? Shit yourself? Take that fucker out, damn it! Hey, get him!
Ух ты, нихера. О! Ты чё? Сука. Дайте дышаться хоть, блядь. Нихера себе тут, блядь. На. Что та тварь?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
О, дебил. Ой, дебил.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Так, ты хочешь меня...
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me.
Вот это поворот, да.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Так.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless.
Нормально
You
вообще.
couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it, we
Ну
must.
да.
Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just
Да ну
realized
нафиг.
you're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Нормально. И дерьмом его облили из-за меня, и все из-за меня.
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Нормально вообще.
Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Bogo!
Бля, он его сразу осадил, бля. Сука.
Oh shit.
Курва.
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Ну и вали, бля.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find...
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
I ran into Agnes today. That girl is just glowing.
That doesn't surprise me. There hasn't been an affair like that in a very long time. It's not every day.
Так. Ну, чё... Так, что у нас тут еще было? Это охотничий тесак.
You get married off into a noble family.
I hear it's going to be big, and that Lord Samin bought a mountain of stuff for it. So much food and drink.
I was talking to Bartoshek about the clothes he made for Olda. He says he's never sewn any.
Так, ну ладно. На сегодня все. Спасибо, кто был с нами. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. До новых встреч. Пока-пока.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have any money...